This is called Insta Flawless, and it's from Rimmel. I love Rimmel's products. They're really affordable. It has sunscreen, it primes and perfects, and this is 6 light medium. This BB cream, and I use it in light, but this is medium right now. But it'll just say light right here. It's also from Rimmel. I don't like to wear like heavy foundations at all. I hate it. I already put these, I mixed these, so it has a little bit of like a coverage, but a shine, like little particles. I also am loving this. I have 3 of these color palettes. This one is Rich and Famous, and it's by Hard Candy. So I'm gonna do this for my base. I use my hands to apply makeup most of the time, so don't be alarmed. I think I'm gonna do the purple instead of the blue.
So what I'm gonna do here is get it on the entire upper lid. I've never done this like this. I normally obviously do this in the mirror and not in a camera. So I might need some leeway. You're gonna go, I go a little bit above my natural eyelid because, as you can see, when I open my eyes, I don't have that much of an eyelid. I have hooded eyes, so they tend to disappear. I have also a very large space from here to here, so I try to minimize the look of that space.
Wet n Wild, this is limited edition Color Icon Loose Pigment. It's like a purple shimmer. It's kind of like what I just used, except this is gonna be more concentrated. You just pour it out onto your little fingy. This I need to use the mirror.
Definitely. And just concentrate that on your lid.
See, that's a lot darker.
I just used my sheer anger from that guy calling me a stupid cunt
to keep me going.
So,
you don't want to open up your eye. I like to use this, which is from NYX Wonder Pencil. They also have one that I also like to buy from Rimmel, but sometimes the Rimmel one I can't find. This is in light, and it's literally it's not white, it's like a light skin colored pencil. You can see I've already got some on from before. I have to use the mirror for this. If I want even a bigger eye, I'll go in here and underneath, which actually, if we're doing an intergalactic look.
So literally, you're gonna do this. Sorry about my humongous face. All right. And I'll show you guys
how to make your eyes look bigger. Like this eye clearly already looks bigger.
So you're getting the bottom waterline
and a little bit below it. I have Tarte's Pro Glow to Go. And this has been loved a lot. So this was the lightest. This is like a gold. This is like a silvery illuminator. This is like a gold glow, and this is a bronzer. So I'm going to use the middle one. You can use the top one too. I use the top one for the inner corners.
And I like to use the middle one for here.
Put it right in the center of the eye, okay? The green in my eyes is really coming out because of the purple. I have a purple, I don't know why I'm doing that, purple eyeliner, Revlon Color Stay in fucking purple, black violet. It's not black at all, it's completely purple.
When you line your eyes, you're just gonna line the top. I don't do the lash line, I just do above the lashes, but kind of into the lashes. But I don't do underneath the lashes. On the flip side, I don't like to do that because then it bleeds down here, ruining this illusion, this lightness here. Ooh, this one's gonna be... So this makes your lashes look more full when you're smudging it in there with kind of a more, this isn't a true kohl, but it's more of a smudgy eyeliner than the pen eyeliner I'm gonna use. Okay, so this is NYX matte liquid liner. I do everything with a slight cat eye now. I like the way it makes, the cat eye is supposed to mimic your eyelashes. I don't have a lot of natural eyelash, so that's probably why I like it. So here is how I do a cat eye. You're gonna see where the end of your eyebrow is. You're gonna see where the end of your lash line is. And you're gonna see your natural crease. Relax your eye. See, I was doing this, relax. And you're gonna go right where that crease wrinkle ends. And then before I do anything else, I'm gonna do it on the other side. Then connect this to your lash line on both sides. The odds of them being even is high. No one's face is symmetrical. So you can see this one is more flat and this one is pushed more up. So I'm gonna fix that by just slightly pulling this down. When I do the top, I can even it out. So then you're gonna go here and make a triangle. It doesn't help that I have glasses and contacts and I'm wearing neither. But we do our best. The things I focus on, I feel like most people wouldn't even notice. See how I have these two triangles? Those look pretty symmetrical now. So we're gonna go fill the triangle in. This is so you don't do one full eye and then mess it up. You can kind of go back and forth and you lose less time. Now you're gonna go and follow that line that you had the purple on, which is a lot easier than what we just had to do. One is done. So now let that dry, okay? Number one mistake is not letting this dry. And if you want to do extra tail, which I normally do, I like a really thin, sharp tail. I'm just taking the extra off this and making it like barely have any on it. And go way up and just meet that tail. See how it kind of mimics eyelashes. I have the NYX, love NYX, micro brow pencil in taupe. Is that how you say it? Taupe? Because my natural color is, I don't know, it's not truly a brunette. I don't really know. My bangs look fabulous. I look like a 12-year-old girl. So it has this little brush on the end. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is make a sick part in these sick ass bangs. Like you're, never mind. You're gonna brush your bangs up, okay, you're gonna brush your eyebrows upward.
I'm just gonna do a normal brow today because then I have time to show you other brows in a brow fucking day. So start the start of your brow. You're basically gonna want to go flat for a second. Just go with the natural base, lower base of your brow. Okay. Oh, that's actually way better. Oh, come on. Then, so you're doing that, right? Down. Now do the other one. Keep it symmetrical. That's why I don't do one brow and then the other brow, just like my eyes. Do one part, then one part, then one part, then one part. That is really what keeps it in symmetry. Now, I have the bottoms done. Now you're gonna go to the arch. So my natural arch is like right here. It's very sparse, so I'm gonna fill that in. Okay, so now see? Gotta go over here now. Okay, see? Brandon! That's how I call him. I'm gonna finish the brow by connecting the top here with the front of the brow. Get in there. Now, what did I say? Go to the other brow. Oh, I can't see. Okay, hold on. Gotti. So basically, the form of the brows is done. I like them to be closer. I like to do anything that narrows the center of my face. So, I like a more angular look. I'm going to do this. Just lengthen this right here. Sometimes not always even. And that's okay because we're gonna buff this out anyway. And then of course the top looks silly now, so fill that in. And I fill it in basically from the bottom, lightly sweeping up. So that's exaggerated, of course, because we haven't buffed it out yet. Up, basically over, and then down. Over, and down. Now here, very light, and get a little ahead of it too. See how I'm bringing it even forward, the color even more forward with my brush. See, that looks insane. I look like a cave person. Okay, these are God. Just lightly buff this out. I have super sensitive skin, as you can see, so even lightly using a Q-tip is making redness. Use the Tartist again. Instead of the gold, I'm gonna go with the top one, the super shiny one. I bring this all the way here, all the way to the tail, okay? And then all the way here from the front, all the way to the tail, but this bridge from here to here, I want that to be thicker in this light. So I'm gonna go kind of straight across and up, because I really want to highlight this brow bone. So I'm gonna use the Tartist with the bronze, and I'm just gonna go, which this is, I guess I'll put this up for now. Put that little jewel up your nose. I don't want to bronze my whole nose. I only want to bronze down basically the center and bottom of my nose. I don't want to get my nostrils. I want to get basically this side right there. This side right here. But I'm going to do the middle too. I'm going to do under the tip, around the tip, and on the sides. See? That's bronze. So I'm just doing this. This is a medium slanty brush. It makes it easier, but you can really use any brush. See how you already have that natural indentation? I used to put bronzer way down here and then blush above. Wrong. Wrong. You start above the top of your ear and go halfway. Don't go down here. Halfway.
almost just straight out rather than down.
Perfect. Same. Now that looks super harsh, right? Yes.
So I go in a circular motion right here at the top part of my ear and do a little kind of a V. Circular and then V. Circular. V.
Now, as you can tell, I have a pretty defined jaw line. So let's get that out of here. Anything you have that's nice, get it the fuck out of here.
You're gonna go in with this bronzer and you're gonna hit right above where your bone is.
And around it. So you're gonna actually shorten the length of your face. I'm gonna take this little thingy again,
This little brush that I use for this.
This is what I keep all my highlighter on.
You're gonna go not at the actual tip of your nose, but a little higher. I guess it's kind of where the light hits anyway. Okay.
And here's the trick.
Do one little line in the middle of your nose.
And you're gonna stop right there. You're not gonna go all the way up. That's a mistake. Okay, so this is the type of brush I want. Back to your bronzer. You wanna go back in around this little, I'm gonna call this a spermy guy.
Around this spermy guy, okay? So we'll go right here. Only lining like you're coloring in a coloring book around this spermy guy. You're reinforcing the structure you have built.
Okay. So let the nose sit. We're not done with the nose, obviously, because it's very obvious that you have two dark lines and one light line going down the center. We are definitely not done, but we're done for right now. I like to bake things in, which I'm sure you've heard of, which is just, I like to let things sit.
So now I'm gonna do these creases here.
I normally do not a full cut crease, but close. This is years old. It looks terrible. Wet n Wild color icon, Sweetest Candy. So it had like a pink, a highlighter, white, and this brown, and I don't know why this brown is different from this brown or any other brown or bronzer I have, but it is. So I'm gonna go a little bit above crease, because as you'll see, if I just go into my natural crease, there's not much there. I'm gonna go a little bit above it, but not exaggerating like some people do a cut crease insane. I'm not.
So I am using this brush. It's not thick, but it's not thin. And I'm just dragging it in there. And it's gonna do it all by itself.
So you can see now the difference on this eye versus this eye between where my crease is and where it's not.
I don't know why this is the perfect brown, but it really is.
I'm not gonna do eyelashes because I don't have time, but I will show you how to do eyelashes at some point. I have this CoverGirl thingy.
You're just gonna put your eyelashes through it.
Clamp it like normal. I can see that made them a little more upturned than this side. I have really straight lashes. So now I'm gonna do something more extreme.
You're gonna go in the same way you did.
And you're gonna do it upturned. This is really gonna give the lashes more of a lift. God, what is wrong with me? Is a L'Oreal Voluminous Curved Brush. I have black and I have brown. I like brown for the more natural makeup look, and I like black for looks like this. Especially the darker it's going to be, the more dramatic you need to put your makeup on, or say you need to be on camera or something.
I'm sure you know how to put on mascara. You start literally almost at the base of your eye, and you're going to wiggle it up towards the ends. Wiggling it is very important in coating. So I'll wear the fake lash strip that starts in the center and just goes to the end, rather than a full strip. There's nothing I hate worse than a set of false lashes hitting in the corner of my eye all night every time I blink. I'm sure you get used to it, but I'm okay with that. I'll do a lash tutorial at some point. We also need to blend in this. So let's go. I'm gonna tell you a secret. It's called, and it's sold out and also discontinued at some places. Amazing Cosmetics, Amazing Concealer, and this is in light golden. And this, I literally use this much. It's the tiniest amount. I rub it together in my fingers. I warm it up. And then I literally just pat it. Now, I used to do this. Wrong. You're gonna wanna go down like a triangle, kind of. Down into the tops of your cheekbone, okay? Rather than a half circle. So I start with a half circle, so I make sure I get those parts. Then you're gonna go down. So like this is where you're gonna put your concealer, is more in more V's, more triangles. Like that, okay? Now, I'm gonna go in one more time and get a little bit more of this too. This is part of going back in and contouring the nose. You're gonna kind of showcase this part. So you're gonna go in like that. I know, it looks crayon. That's what you're gonna do. Go straight down and into your nostrils. So your nostrils are light. I'm gonna highlight here for later. You'll see. Just blend that in. My eyes look much larger with the illusion that we started. Okay, let that sit. Let it sit, like I said, yo. Make sure these little lines are straight. It's all about these lines being straight. So the light line in the middle, the dark lines on the side, and the lighter lines again on the side. Straight, 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 straight. Okay, so I'll show you how to do the forehead. I don't have a big forehead. So I guess need to do this, but like I said, I like to make things more angular. I used to think you did this at the temple. You don't. You do it in front of the temple. Right here. This is the temple? No. Above. Yes. Don't bring it down to your eyebrow. Right above your eyebrow. Because otherwise you're going to ruin that nice brow bone highlight that you have naturally. Your caveman highlight. Get a little on the edge of your brush, pull up your baby hairs, and just halo around in your hairline. Okay, so put those baby hairs back, but see how that already defined kind of a shape, going like ching ching. That's the noise you make. Ching, 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 ching. Some people say calling, like, you're making a 3 and then a backwards 3. That's how I learned. Purple. So I want to do a little bit of, oh my God. Sweet Marion Jodi Arias. Okay. My purple
purple liner again. Did I say? Oh yeah, Revlon purple liner, whatever. I like purple. If you have green eyes, it's gonna make them pop. If you have brown eyes, it's gonna make them very nice. So since I wanted to create this to look bigger, I'm gonna go lower than where I would actually put this. I'm gonna go lower than my lash line, and what I'm gonna do is I'm not a lot lower, just a little. And I'm gonna put just basically one little line. Sometimes I just put a dot. See that? See that teeny beep? I just went boop, boop. That's it. Or sometimes I put a dot. Sometimes I put a black dot, literally. It will draw attention down, still make your eyes look wide. It's a little trick you do. You trick them. I'm all about tricking the people. Okay, Tartist. I don't have lights in here. The one light I have, which you'll see coming from the right, is a soft, like Japanese paper lantern. That's what it's called. I'm taking the middle. I'm gonna cut this out, boo. Straight, basically straight across. Like I said, only to the middle. You're highlighting your jawbone there to accentuate your cheekbones. See? And that's very bright and shimmery in real life. We're gonna blend all of this out. I know you're still worried about that. Stop worrying. We're gonna blend it all out. See how dark this started? This was so light when I first patted these on, and now they've kind of baked into themselves. That's why I just leave it for a second. Okay, put it on here. Same thing, gold. A lot of people go too high with this. You don't wanna be in this soft, crepey area. You're gonna wanna start here and go down like that. Just kind of straight down. And do it on the other one. See that? Wow. And then go right here on the apples. I learned something recently that really was crazy about that. I never put it on the apples because you wanted like blush to be here. Apparently that's a no-no. Might be. So now you're gonna go in with blush. This I really like. It's Physicians Formula. Shimmery. Shimmer. That's what I meant. Here's my blush brush. Use it for everything. Just lightly. And like I said, you're gonna go just above this bronzer and only to the middle. Pretty good. Now, I like a little bit, but like I said, we're not gonna go all the way to the apples like it used to, because you're gonna wanna bring this all forward, and going into the apples is pushing it back. Which I do the apples on different looks, but this, like I said, if this is gonna be, I'm trying to be kind of like a sparkle glitter alien, so it's not really gonna be my jam. This is like an even bigger highlighting thingy, so it makes it not as concentrated when I go in. I've had this, I swear to God, since high school probably. It just won't run out. It's called CoverGirl Natural Luminous Blush. It's a highlighter as well, but it is a pink, it's not gold. I'm gonna go here and really shelf that up. You're gonna take that gold from the Tarte. You're gonna put some, I like Maybelline Great Lash for the bottom lashes because it's very small applicator and it's easy to put on. I'm gonna put this lower than where my lashes start again to keep the illusion of the eye being more open. The lashes starting lower. And I'm mostly gonna keep it in the middle, like I said, for that open eye doll effect rather than all around the eye. See? Let's go back in and highlight the inner corners of our eye now. I use the lightest color with my little brush. I'm gonna go right here. And don't be crazy, like I said. Don't finish yet. Make sure you symmetrically put it in the exact place on the other eye. Now we're gonna go into the gold to look like it faded a little bit dark. And go all the way up this brow bone here. See? I think we're at the point of lip liner, y'all. If I did fake lashes, I would fucking kill this look. But alright, there's a trick to making your lips appear plumper. If you want plumper lips. If you don't, disregard everything. So you can line your lips like normal, or you can line your lips a little outside the line. Here's the trick to that, because I kept trying to do it and it was looking horrible. The trick to that is you're going to want to go above on the top and bottom, but when you get closer to the sides, pull in, because that's where it starts to look fake if you overline those. So I'll show you. Basically here I do like an X. Here, oh my freaking Ted Bundy. So some people start by doing like an X like this at the top of each of their Cupid's bow. Oh my gosh. It's 2018. Why is this happening to me? All right. So, good. Now, yeah, that's good. I'm going to use NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. It's a matte. It's in Tea and Cookies. It has a hairband on it as well, because I like to keep random hairbands on stuff. Ooh, I'm almost out of this. Okay. And you're just gonna go in. The thing with mattes is you have to get the insides of your lips. And then when you get the insides of your lips, you have to make sure not to touch your lips to your teeth before it actually dries. This takes a second to dry, maybe 1 to 2 minutes. Otherwise it will get on your teeth, which is fine. If it gets on your teeth, you have to rub it off with like a napkin. See, otherwise when you do this, you'll have that line. Let it dry. Now we're gonna add a little of the Galactic to it. This thing is super fun. Infallible Galaxy Stick by L'Oreal. You can literally just lightly seat that on. Look, crazy. It's got a bluish tint to it, so it'll actually probably match our eye stuff in a little bit, in a small way. You can even put this right down your nose, which I do often. While this is setting, you can blend in your insane nose contouring. So see this, where the light goes to dark, just kind of blend that in. So there's not that harsh line, see? Now, I have this kind of flat brush. I'm gonna go in and rub away and blend some of this dark contour shadow. You have to make weird faces like this when you do it, or you're not real. You're not a real person. and go right under here. It was a little too dark, but buff it out. See? So that makes you look like you have a deeper lip there. What you can also do, since the top isn't popping enough for me at the X there, I'm going in here as well, getting my light illuminator. Just kind of buff this and that shiny there. Buff all of that. Buff this, buff this, buff this. I wipe it on a paper towel as I'm going. That super harsh line needs to be gone. The white one that went down the middle of my nose. Mario Badishka Skincare Rose Spray. I really don't know how to pronounce his name. So, it will set your makeup. It smells great. And it's also really moisturizing for your skin. So that's very good. If you saw my last video, I did a at-home keratin straightening treatment, or smoothing treatment, I like to call it. My outfit is so sick. And I'll show you right now. This is, I washed it out today, the day after I did it, slept on it and washed it out today. And this is it without blow drying or straightening. This is my hair after like sleeping on it, having it up, having it gross. And this is, it's very, very soft, very, very shiny. And it's not completely straight, like I said, because I don't use the harsher version. I use the gentler version because I like to keep some body. As you can see, my hair is very thin and flat anyway. So anyway, this is my shimmery Galactic look. I forgot the reason why I wanted to do this was I wanted to do this look just so I could use this one thing, which is NYX Duo Chromatic Shimmer Lip Gloss in Booming Retentissant. So you have your base lipstick on. This doesn't come off. This is a very long lasting. It's the liquid suede, so it really doesn't come off. You're just gonna do the middle. See? It's fun.